What is good, my peoples? This is Kobe248 doing a League of Legends video. This is the Ryze Rework Mage Update video. So we're going to go through all his spells and see what they all do. He's getting, obviously, a rework. It was coming eventually, and here it is. His ultimate is probably the best thing about this rework. It's pretty sick. But yeah, we'll go through all the spells and we'll see what they all do. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and share if you can. It always helps me out, and I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. You appreciate me, so I appreciate that, and I appreciate you and that. So subscribe and like. Yeah, let's get to the spells. So Ryze's passive, Arcane Mastery. Ryze's spells deal additional damage based on his bonus mana, and his maximum mana is increased by a percentage of his ability power. So pretty much all mana items is what you're going to build. Mana items have AP on them, so any ability power adds to your maximum mana, adds to damage. So that's really it. You just pretty much build the same way that you normally build. Rod of Ages is going to be there. Probably Archangel, the item that gives you tons of mana, and then it gives you some ability power. Morellonomicon is there. That gives you ability power and a lot of mana. So yeah, so ability power equals more mana equals more damage. That's all the passive really is. It's pretty much the same, hasn't changed. But yeah, all they do in this video is show that he's taunting. There's nothing else to it. But yeah, so we'll get to the other spells that do actual damage. So Ryze's Q, Overload. So the passive part, casting Ryze's other spells resets the cooldown of Overload and begins charging a rune. Cast another spell, not Overload, within this window to fully charge the rune, or cast Overload to cancel the charge. So when you activate it, fire a runic blast in a direction dealing magic damage to the first enemy struck. If Ryze has a rune fully charged when he casts Overload, he is shielded and gains a temporary movement speed boost. So in the video you can see he casts Q with no runes, and nothing happens. So then the second part, he has to first cast other spells first. So he casts E and then W, and then he gets 2 runes, and then he casts Q, and then that uses his runic power and gives him that movement speed boost, and it gives him the shield. So we can see that. You can see it played out in the video. Q first, nothing happens. Then he uses his other spells first, so it gives him that passive, the 2 runes, and then after that he reactivates Q, and by activating Q he uses those runes, and he gets the shield and he gets the movement speed. So pretty sick. That's kind of the new concept with Riot these days. They want you to get 2 stacks of something, and then the 3rd stack hits really hard or does something crazy. So here, obviously, it gives you a shield and gives a movement speed boost. Pretty sick. I like it. So W, Ruin Prison. Instantly root a target and deal magic damage. This hasn't changed. It's the same spell. Nothing different about it. So you can see in the video, there it is. He's casting it. That's it. So Ryze's E, Spell Flux. Deal magic damage to a target and marks it with Flux. Ryze's next spell on targets marked with Flux will deal bonus effects. Overload deals bonus damage and bounces to nearby enemies marked with Flux. The root duration of Ruin Prison is doubled. Spell Flux applies Flux to all nearby enemies. If a target marked with Flux is killed by any champion, Flux is applied to all nearby enemies. So pretty much what this means is you're going to start with your E. You're going to apply the Spell Flux to a champion, then probably use it again on that same champion so it applies it to nearby enemies. Then you're going to go through your rotation however you decide. Probably go with your W, your stun, so you get that longer duration on that person with the Spell Flux, and then your Q, and then as you can see the Q will bounce to other nearby enemies after it hits the Spell Flux person. Pretty sick. I like it. It makes the rotation a little bit easier to do, so you're always going to start with your E. You don't have to do like QW or whatever it used to be. This rework makes it a lot easier to play him. Definitely you just use that one spell first. So I think they're like simplifying Ryze's gameplay a little bit more, so it's a little bit easier for like the new players to catch on very quickly. Yeah, it makes doing combos not as hard, not as difficult, and then you know, you used to be able to do all sorts of combos, so a lot of the more experienced players were like, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do Q, Q, W, whatever it may be. I never played them, so I don't know, but yeah, you can do like Q, W, ER, W, Q, all sorts of combos, but now it's just a little bit simpler to understand. It'll be a lot easier for me because you know, I don't play Ryze, and now I can just pick them up pretty quickly. But for a lot of the more experienced players, they're probably like, oh man, this kind of sucks. Which, you know, it does, because the combo is not as complicated. And if you would understand the old Ryze combos, then you could easily destroy, I don't know, 5 people in one team fight, because he was just so ridiculous. He was really overpowered with his ultimate, just going around killing everybody. But yeah, so that's spell flux now. So you apply it, and then you just cast your rest of your spells. So Ryze's ultimate, a realm warp, open a portal to a location a short distance away. A couple of seconds later, all allied units within the portal sphere are warped to the target location. It cannot be self-cast because warping to your own location would be silly. So we can see this is probably the sickest part of the rework, this ultimate. It's very similar to Twisted Fate's ultimate or Tahm Kench's ultimate, but instead you can teleport more people. Twisted Fate can only teleport himself, so obviously you can teleport. You actually can teleport your entire team. They only show 2 people here, but you're in the video coming up, you can teleport actually 4 people. So that's your entire team, and including yourself. So it's pretty sick. It's gonna make for very interesting ganks, counter plays, all sorts of plays around the map. Obviously, it's not a global ulti. It's just a short distance. It's probably half the distance of Twisted Fate's ultimate. Because if it was a global ultimate, it'd be way too overpowered. And if it has the range of like Twisted Fate's ultimate, I think that's kind of ridiculous. But I'm thinking it's probably half the distance. It's got to be short, because if he's allowed to teleport his whole team really far distance, I mean, you can make plays on Baron, Dragon, all sorts of things. Towers. Let's just say they have no towers left, and you want to make a play on the Nexus, and if he can global ulti all the way to the Nexus and just destroy it with a 5-man team, yeah. So there's definitely going to be a much shorter range, I'm thinking. And I'm thinking maybe like certain levels he can only teleport a certain amount of people, because at level 1, if you can teleport your whole team, you know, that's good for picking Ryze then. But yeah, that's gonna be crazy. Maybe like at max level you can teleport your whole team. That'd be a lot better, because if you can teleport, yeah, your entire team at like level 6 already, it's gonna be pretty sick. I mean, bot lane already gets ganked a lot. They're definitely gonna get ganked even more. So, and it's pretty quick. I mean, it pops up pretty quick. Like Twisted Fate's ultimate takes some time for him to wrap up and then show up, but with this Ryze ultimate, geez, he's like, it's within a second or so. It's very quick. Oh yeah, half a second. Yeah, so you don't really have much time to react. It's pretty sick. I like it. This is definitely my favorite part of the rework, this ultimate. So let's get into the gameplay. Let's see what he really does in games and in team fighting. So in this video we can see he walks up to Diana, marks her, uses his W, then Qs her, then slows her, gets the shield, gets the movement speed, does it again, okay. And he ultimates and he's like, ah, you can't catch me, bitch, I'm out, peace. Oh, and then she flashes over. But yeah, so that was pretty sick. As you can see, the shield and the rotation, it's a lot different, a lot easier. He's pretty fast too with that temporary movement speed. But yeah, the ultimate, as you can see, he can run around it obviously, and then he probably just casts it on the ground and then he can run out of it, run back in to make plays. That's gonna be pretty sick. I like it. So here's the team fight. They're gonna show Ryze. Okay, there he goes, teleporting. Boom! It's so fast. And he takes a cannon mini, but that was insane. Oh, sick. Dude, he's so fast. Holy hell. That was crazy. Let's watch that again. Damn, he just instantly casts it right away. Whoever walks over it. Let's see. How many people does he get? So he casts it. So he has 3 people right there. Boom. That's Kennen and Karma. Boom. And this movement speed with Karma. Oh my goodness. That's insane. And then, wow. Those plays. That's going to be pretty sick, going behind the tower like that and being able to like push people out from being in the tower. Because a lot of people just like, you know, turtle really hard behind like an inhib tower like that. And it's hard to like to dive them, but now it's a little more strategic that you can dive them with Ryze ultimate. Definitely makes tower diving a little bit easier. It's gonna be sick with his ultimate. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I like it. So we're gonna watch some actual gameplay footage. It just came out really quick, so I just grabbed it. I wanted to show you guys like how he's using his rotations and everything. And so we'll just go ahead and play it through. I know it's kind of hard to watch, but at least it shows you like how the rotations are working. And at the end, you're gonna see that he's gonna use his ultimate with his entire team, which is pretty sick. So we'll go ahead and watch it through. Oh, there's... Ooh. It's not bad. It's pretty quick, the rotation, so... Oh, there he goes, teleporting. Oh, nice. And they just pushed him out of Dragon. Wow. That's fast. That ultimate's really fast. And here it's just showing all his spells and what they're doing. And then here we go. This is the best part of everything. Boom! That's 4 people! Oh my goodness. That's the entire team teleporting. But, yep, there it is. Sick. I'm Kobe2408. Thanks for watching. Make sure you comment, share, like, and subscribe. And that's it. I'm out. Peace.